You already know what it is. This is Jada's Crete, aka Jon Belcher. We're going to talk about why most musicians fail. We could give a short answer and we could say most musicians fail because they're not signed to a major record label. We could say that. But I feel like that's the cop-out answer because before any independent artist, before any independent musician could get discovered by a record label, they have to be building some sort of fan base, some sort of word of mouth, some sort of buzz around their name. So it's not really that musicians are failing because they're not signed to a major record label. One could definitely argue that record labels fund the careers of musicians, make them famous, make them mainstream. You could definitely say that. But really, musicians are the one who are making the product. They the ones making the products, right? We the ones making the music. When people go out there and they dance and they listen to music and they enjoy themselves, they don't really care about the record label. They don't really care about the executives, the owners of the labels. They care about the music. But somehow or another, we found ourselves giving up our creativity to these labels and giving up our creativity to these streaming platforms, and we wonder why we getting robbed. We wonder why we getting robbed. We getting robbed because we not standing for nothing. That's why us artists are getting robbed. We getting robbed because we not standing for nothing. We getting robbed because we're not reading the fine print. We're not reading the contracts that we signing. So the reasons why musicians fail ultimately come down to them not investing into themselves. That's really the basic answer if you look at it at its root. Any business, all businesses, you could say definitely that being a musician is challenging, right? Being an independent artist is definitely challenging. If you're looking at it from a business standpoint, it's definitely challenging because you got to build your name up. You got to get your name out there. But it's it's the 21st century. You know, we got social media. We got so many ways that we can showcase our own talents. We got so many ways that we can promote who we are, so many ways to market who we are. We got websites, we got social media, we got TikTok, we got YouTube, we got Facebook, we got X. There's so many different avenues in which we could share our work. But the reason why most musicians fail really come down to them not investing into themselves and not treating their music like a business. If you treat something like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. If you treat something like a business, eventually it's going to pay you like a business. I would agree with those saying that, you know, being an independent artist is challenging. I agree with that. I agree that it's challenging. But my question is, what business ain't challenging? That's my question. You feel me? What business you know of that isn't challenging? What business doesn't come with its pros and cons? What business doesn't require investment? What business doesn't require time? What business doesn't require energy? I can't really think of a business like that. I can't really think of a business where there's nothing to invest, there's nothing to put into it in order for it to succeed. Every business I could think of, legitimate business especially, all require money, energy, and time. But most independent musicians, they don't believe in investing into themselves. And I don't just mean investing into yourself when it comes to marketing, right? And recording your music. I'm also talking about investing into your knowledge. Investing into your knowledge, investing into what you put inside your mind every day. because knowledge is really power. Like, knowledge and wisdom is how you figure out things. Knowledge and wisdom is how you put together clear plans to succeed in business. Only knowledge can allow you to put out a marketing plan that's efficient and that fits your music career as an artist. Only knowledge would allow you to do that. But once again, a lot of musicians, they fail because they don't value knowledge. They don't invest in themselves. They don't value knowledge. You know, everything is like not treated like a business. So therefore, you're not going to get any successful returns being like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it comes down to. And most musicians, they believe that they have to be signed to a major record label in order to be successful. Does that help? Of course. I'm not going to sit here and act like signing to a major record label won't help you boost up things. But really and truly, when you sign to a major record label, they're taking over most of the legwork. That's why they're taking over ownership of your music. That's why, you know, really they control the way in which you drop your music. They control even the image. They control a lot of things. They gatekeep, and they allow only their top-notch artists to get the mainstream publicity. This is what record labels do. They really are masters at having, they're like banks, right? But they're banks to another level though, because they not only do they provide funding to an artist so that an artist could invest into their, you know, their craft and invest into being on the radio and stuff like that, doing music videos and stuff like that, but they also gatekeep. That's another big thing that a lot of record labels do, is they gatekeep. But really, you don't really need a major record label to be signed. You just really need a team of people who are efficient in doing the things that you need to be done as an independent artist. You need a videographer, you need a publicist, you need a engineer, you need producers, you know, you need even people who may be great at marketing. You just really need a team. You need basically what the major record label would provide to you, you just provide that to yourself on a smaller scale. That's all you really need, and you'll be surprised how much of a fan base you could build just by doing it that way, by building yourself a team. Will this cost money? Of course. Will it cost money to pay the people on your team to do the jobs that they're great at? Of course. This goes back to most musicians, they fail because they don't want to hear this truth. They don't want to hear the honest truth. They don't want to hear that they got to invest in themselves. They don't want to hear that they got to pay a videographer. They don't want to hear about that. They don't want to hear that they may have to pay a publicist. They don't want to hear about that. They don't want to hear that they may have to pay a manager. They don't want to hear about that. They don't want to hear about this stuff. But really, you could still become successful even as an independent artist as long as you cultivate these moving parts and you build yourself a team. Give me a thumbs up if you're feeling this video. Drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Do you feel that an independent musician can have success, or do you not feel that way? I feel that way personally, that they can have success. Us as independent artists, we can have success without signing to a major label. The reason why I believe that to be true is because we've seen living proof of that over and over again. A label is not going to be seeking you. A label is not going to want to sign you anyway if you don't have the ball rolling to some degree. So there you are as an independent artist, putting in all this work, all this legwork, building your own fans, promoting in the streets, promoting on your social media sites, promoting on Instagram. You doing all this legwork, and then when the label comes and offer you a deal because they see that you're succeeding and they want to get a chunk of change out of your success, they want to get a piece of the pie. So of course they're going to come and see if you'd be willing to sign a deal with them. But imagine, you've built up all that success yourself. Why would you sign a contract deal to allow these people who don't even know you, these people who don't even really give a fuck about you, because they didn't give a fuck about you when you wasn't lit, they didn't give a fuck about you when you wasn't succeeding. Why would you sign a deal now allowing these people to take a chunk of your money out of your work? Why would you sign a deal allowing these people to take ownership of your creative property? Why? Why would you do that? Now, I know y'all musicians out there, I know y'all love free stuff, right? So if you want access to a free ebook, just check in the description below. I have a free ebook that's going to give you 12 proven strategies on how you could take your independent musical career to the next level. It's a phenomenal ebook, jam-packed with value and information. It's going to help you out, and it's free, right? It's free. It's free knowledge, free game. Knowledge is power. 300 to freedom. Knowledge is power. It's an ebook. You probably like, yo, Jadis, yo, why the fuck is it an ebook, bro? Why you couldn't just make a video? Well, I do have video training products, right? But those cost money. And I know a lot of artists, they scared of that. They scared of investing in themselves. They scared of money. So I have a free ebook. The reason why I made it a book, it's about 10 to 12 pages, the book. The reason why I made it a book is because reading is fundamental. We got to get back to reading again. We got to get back to reading again. We got to get back to expanding our vocabulary. We got to get back to making it a norm to use an extensive vocabulary base and having an extensive vocabulary base at our disposal. The reason why that's important is because if you're an artist, if you writing rhymes or you writing lyrics, you a singer or a rapper, lyrics is about having vocabulary, having a big vocabulary base. That's what it's about, you know. And the more of a larger, once you have a large vocabulary base in your mind, it'll be easier for you to come up with lyrics, easier for you to come up with songs, you know, easier for you to convey a message and not say the same thing over and over again in different songs, right? So it allows for versatility and creativity as an artist. That's why I think reading is so important. Personally, that's why I think it's important. And that's why I made it an ebook, and it's free knowledge, free game. It's in the description below. But yeah, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Share this video with 5 people you know. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. I got to come to the people and I got to let y'all know to help me out by sharing this video with 5 artists that you know, or just people in general that you want to see the video. Because, you know, YouTube been shadow banning my work for a long time now. They don't publicize or promote my work as they would other people, which is cool. Whatever. It is what it is. A part of me feels like I know the reason why they doing that, why they shadow ban my work. I feel like I get it. You know, I'm too truthful at times. I'm too honest. And I believe because of that, they shadow ban my work. So I would appreciate it if you shared this video with 5 people you know. So yeah, that's really what it comes down to. Another reason why a lot of musicians fail is because they don't have support, right? They don't have people around them believing in them. When you have friends and family who believe in you, it's like a never-ending jolt of energy and positivity that's gonna fill up your spirit. You know, it's important to have supportive friends. It's important to have supportive family who support what you're doing, who support what you love doing. It's important to have that. And I think a lot of musicians, independent artists, they fail because it gets to a point where they're the only ones making their music. They're the only ones believing in themselves, and they don't have nobody else believing in them. So I want you to know that I do believe in you. You're powerful. You're a direct creation of God. And I know you can accomplish anything. And I know that might sound like bullshit cliche, but it's really true. Like, we're all creators. We're here. We're put here to create. That's why we're here on this earth, to create. We are master creators. That's why we can have babies. That's why we can have children, because we are here to create. You can create a whole project, you create a whole album, and that creation will be outside of you, separate from you, although it came from you. So music is a very spiritual thing. But I want you to know I believe in you, because that's another main reason why musicians fail. They don't have people believing in them. And I feel like us as independent musicians, we got to unify. We got to come together and work together, you know what I'm saying? And help each other get the message out, get the word out about our music and about our talent, and stop fucking allowing these gatekeepers to dangle that carrot in front of us as if we don't have no worth or we don't have no value. I know so many dope independent artists. I mean, fire independent artists. And the only reason why they're not getting the recognition they deserve, the only reason why they're not getting support from their friends, the only reason why they're not getting support from their family is because they're not fucking signed. It's because they're not mainstream. So the people around them don't believe in them. Just for the simple fact that a major label hasn't approved of their work yet. Fuck that. Fuck that. It's either you dope or you not. It don't matter whether or not a major label signed you. It's either you dope at what you do or you not. Fuck what a major label think, because the same way they could build you up, they could just drop you down and not give a fuck about you. We've seen it done so many times. So we can't let our worth and value be decided by these labels. Anyway, I'm gonna see y'all at the top. The free ebook is in the description below. If you're an artist, independent artist, make sure to get that ebook. I'm telling you, you're gonna enjoy it. Subscribe to this channel. Make sure to hit the bell so you can be notified whenever I make new videos. Yeah, if you want to check out my music, all you got to do is search Jaydis Crete, Jaydis space Crete on any music streaming platform. And send me your feedback. I'd like to know what you think. I'm going to see you at the top, baby. Peace.